Wait, can you hear me now? Boom, 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 boom. Hear me? Can you hear me? Boom, 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 boom. I think they can hear me. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Chop Chat here on the Listen to Lamb Chop podcast. This is your host, Gavin, and my buddy,
Cody.
Back again.
What's going on with your hat, dude? Are you wearing it sideways?
No, I have them under. I have the bar under here.
Oh man, that's cool. Let me try that.
Yeah, do it, man. It like makes it expand out. We're wearing beach hats right now, and so not to be mistaken for sombreros, but
beach hats.
These are like fishing caps. They look like the cowboy hat, but they're made of straw. I don't know. Is that what they're called? Beach hats?
Hello, amigo.
No, they're not sombreros. I just got done explaining that, dude. Oh my gosh, guys, it's late. It's almost midnight. And
I'm tired, man.
I told Cody, I said, I don't want to do a podcast until tomorrow because I am super tired. I'm about to fall asleep. And he's like, I got an energy drink and I'm ready.
Yeah, in my defense, I just left the store and I bought a Bang. And I was like, yeah, I want to take a sip of this and I'm going to be ready to go. Yeah. And then now I got here and I'm like,
so this dude,
you want to go to sleep? Yeah.
Yeah, this dude gets here and I'm setting everything up. And it takes like 15, 20 minutes. And he fell asleep on the floor. And then I had the camera like at a perfect angle, and he kicks it and gets it out of whack. And then he's like, "Did I kick something?" I'm like, "Yes, dude, you kicked the camera."
What did I touch?
I said, "Are we doing this podcast or not?" And he was like, "No." And I said, "Yes, we are, because you made me stay up. So now I'm making you stay up."
You had to stay up and wait for me to get here anyway.
Yeah, but
why I'm here,
dude, you look jacked up. Were you in the sun a lot today?
Yeah, I was actually. I went shooting today.
Jeez, you look like dehydrated and tired.
I am.
But why did you made me, you're all jacked up on Bang. Yeah, man, I got water, handy dandy water here. It's always healthy for your soul. Something different, dude. Different. It's like the same, but it's different. Yeah, so we're just chilling. Cody's got a Bang. I got some water. And this isn't going to be the podcast that I planned for. I'm hoping that maybe we can record that tomorrow night.
The scheduled
one, because this one's just going to be kind of a fun little chat. I am exhausted. He's exhausted.
I feel like these are our best podcasts, though. Like the ones that
just
are just completely off script, and we're both so tired.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that to some extent. I gotta fix this mic, though. Just messing with me. Yeah, man. I mean, sometimes it's just good to get on here.
Raw.
Yeah, it's raw. That's what people want. Sometimes people want structure, but like I don't know. I'm super guilty of trying to structure too much, just for the sake of it actually being
I just enjoy to sit here and just.
I know, but I don't want to like sit here for 45 minutes and talk about the same thing. I want to make sure that we have like talking points and segments.
I mean, in our normal conversations, we go from point or topic to topic.
By the way, we are going to do our segments today, but I'm not going to like. I don't know. We don't have to like count this.
Count this. We gotta count. We gotta get to. We already got 30. We gotta get to another.
This is episode 31.
What's our new goal?
We don't have a new goal, man. We're just rocking and rolling till the lights go out.
Well, we gotta put a number to it. We gotta number it.
Why?
It's fair.
If we number it,
because it's discrimination on this podcast. If we don't number it, just like the others, we can't treat this one no different.
No, we are. We're talking about way different things, I think. I am going to number the episode.
Okay.
Yeah, it's episode 31.
Then why don't it count? Podcasts matter too.
I know. I messed up. I didn't mean like it wasn't going to count as an episode. I was talking about the segments aren't going to, like, we don't have to try as hard. Like, you can pull a, like, Cody's fun fact, like, out of your head or something.
Ooh.
Do you have one?
Out of my head?
Yeah, like a random fun fact. You don't have to look it up. Like, I already have my
I can't do that. I gotta do a little research.
What?
I can do like a
You don't have like a
research.
fun fact about gardening or fishing or anything?
I got some stupid.
This hat keeps rolling against the mic pretty bad.
I got some stupid fun facts that we do at work.
Oh,
Can we do that?
I'm gonna do that lean-to again. Try this style. But these hats look ridiculous with our headphones on. No, I don't. No.
Oh, don't do that. Don't. That's
Sniff your
personal
foot. Don't
space.
put your foot up on my shoulder.
Don't kiss it.
I didn't kiss it.
Yeah,
I
you
sniffed
did.
it. I went in it. On kind of smell.
No, are you kidding me? That's clean.
Are you kidding me?
That is clean.
It's clean. I done showered and put on fresh socks. Dude, I have no idea what we're talking about. Our conversation seems wild.
I love it.
I mean, it's fun. It's real fun.
You look like you have a head tumor.
Yeah, something's all distorted. It's just like, oh, there we go. I'll just top it.
Oh, I like that.
It's a little top hat action. All right, let's hop in. Oh my gosh, that was a lot of vibration. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Earlier when I said this doesn't count, I remember what I was going to say. I forgot.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
No, go back.
Oh, okay.
You look like a samurai when you.
Is that why you said you liked it? Oh my gosh. You look like a samurai. That's exactly why you said you liked it.
Hey, did you ever watch Samurai Jack growing up?
I watched a few episodes. I didn't follow it.
Wasn't that
like
kinda like
Dexter's
a
Lab,
dark
kind of followed, but
TV show though? Like as a
I just
kid,
remember it
wasn't that
being
kinda-
real. It was real one-dimensional, right? Wasn't it one-dimensional? And he would like no. There was cut scenes in that show that were one-dimensional, like shadow effects that like you just saw a samurai running against a wall, and then it went to like the actual 3D Samurai Jack guy, right? Or it was
I don't remember.
It was a different cartoon style.
It was definitely a different art style for sure.
Yeah, that's
But
what
it was awesome.
I don't know. How
And it was actually a lot darker than like the rest of the shows back then for kids.
just because it had all the blood on the sword and stuff.
Well, you had that, but the storyline and all that.
What was it? I don't even know what the storyline was.
I don't really either now, but I just remember
It was a good storyline.
knowing that it was dark.
It wasn't very good. It was a good. But
I
it
know
wasn't
that the
good
villain was
storyline.
like bad. He was a bad guy.
What about the Powerpuff Girls?
I love the Powerpuff.
I only watched it a little bit, but what I did see, it was a really good show.
Dude, it was great. Like,
What happened to cartoons like that?
I don't know, man.
Hey Arnold. You remember the Wild Thornberries? Did you ever see
That was
that?
a good show too. I never watched Hey Arnold. I mean, I saw an episode here and there.
Dude, my boss the other day just randomly was like, "Hey, do y'all remember seeing that that one? It was like greener on the other side. The grass is always greener, yeah." And it was like
What's
he
that
started
from?
singing, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like this redheaded girl in school, and apparently he did some research, and it was like as told or as seen by Ginger or something like
I
that.
don't know what that was.
It was some show. I think it came on after the Wild Thornberries. As told by Ginger, maybe? I don't know.
Is supposed to be the same girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
That girl was Eliza. Remember? Dude.
Alive.
Let's talk about something else that I hope you know.
Okay.
Two, actually.
Cool. Cool.
Rocket Power,
Yeah, I never had the power.
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
I know Ed, and Eddie.
I
wasn't
wasn't
a big.
a huge Ed, Ed, and Eddie fan, but I did watch
Ed,
it.
Ed and Eddie was like that slap comedy.
Devin and Derek loved it, so we watch it all the time. I watch it at their house, and then they got me into more cartoons because as a kid, I remember there was a time where I started to just like live action, real movies, and like I was not fascinated by cartoons.
Oh, okay.
So I had to friends had to actually push me into watching some cartoons sometimes because when people had cartoons on, I was kind of like disinterested.
Yeah.
It's almost like I was trying to mature too fast. But then some kid in like 7th grade was like, "Dude, I don't care if I'm a kid or an adult. I don't care how life gets. I'm always going to watch cartoons. Cartoons are awesome." And I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should watch more cartoons. So I'd go home and actually try to watch some Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon cartoons every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you wanted to get some really, really kiddie cartoons,
Nickelodeon.
well, no, I was Disney Channel and Disney XD. They just seemed like they were for a younger
Oh,
base.
like the live action Disney Channel.
No, well, I watched that too. That's probably what got me into live action movies a lot because I watched the Disney Channel original movies when they dropped.
See, I didn't watch those.
Did you ever watch
I
that?
watched Cartoon Network.
So, Are You Afraid of the Dark that was on Nickelodeon though?
I'm not really a Nickelodeon guy.
Really?
Hardly at all.
How did you watch the Wild Thornberrys and Hey Arnold and Doug? Was Doug? Okay, listen.
I didn't watch Doug either.
Doug was Nickelodeon, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I had a question about that because Doug's Nickelodeon, but they had him on Disney. Disney Plus had Doug.
Don't they own Nickelodeon?
Do they? Is that a thing
I
now?
think they do.
Or is that, you know what? That's always been a thing, hasn't
I
it?
think that's always been a thing.
That sounds, I feel dumb now.
It's okay.
I gotta do away with this hat.
So, how was your week?
My week was fine.
Anything special?
Absolutely not, man. Just working to the weekend.
Any problems at work? Any customers?
Yeah, but I feel like we've been way too negative with like work related stuff lately on this podcast. And I just don't even
It's
want
a
to.
trend.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be that podcast. We're supposed to be positive vibes. It's supposed to be faith, culture, and good vibes.
Somebody made me mad, and I turned the other cheek. That's positive.
I mean, I try to be positive. I try to be positive most of the time. Sometimes it's just hard, man. You got to really sit there and pray about it sometimes to get in that right mental headspace for work.
But I'll tell you what, I've been cooking a lot at work.
Cooking a lot.
Being cooked.
You're cooking a lot. Cooking it's so hot outside.
It's bad. Ooh, a little rough.
Cooking alive because it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
Everybody's here and he's here to drive. He's about to fall because he's too hot. I really lost the rhyme and that's all I got.
Hey,
Tried to save it there at the
there you
end. Gotta try to save it.
I guess Darby went back to school.
Yep. She started back teaching. She went back last Monday, just teachers, and then I think the students came back Thursday, so she had 2 days with kids. She said it was wild, but it always is. Very beginning of the year, trying to adjust and all that. So, but she says it's going to be good. It's going to be a good year.
How's Lucas taking it?
He's okay. I was home with him her first day back, and so when I was here with him all day long, Mommy came home and he actually wanted to sit with me and stay with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little cold shoulder action. Like, you abandoned me, Mommy. What's going on? And she was like taking it hard. She's like, this isn't right. And I was like, I know. It's kind of weird that he's actually choosing me over you for a change. But it's just funny because he's going to have to adjust to it. But honestly, he's going to be waking up in the mornings and then going to preschool anyway. So that's good. I am so tired.
Yeah?
Extremely tired.
I might be starting to wake up now. Now that I'm moving and going.
All right, let's go ahead and knock out the talk the talk. And that's what I was going to say earlier when I kept forgetting what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say was I'm not going to introduce the two new segments as new segments anymore past this podcast right now.
Because it's like the fourth or fifth time we've done it.
Yeah, it's like the fourth or fifth time. It's like the first time I've done it. It's like the fourth or fifth time that I've done it, and so this is going to be the last episode that I introduce what this segment is about. So if you've been listening to these at all, the 4 or 5 of y'all that listen to these podcasts, thank you so much for being consistent, by the way. Second of all, if you have been listening, then you know that sometimes in life you got to walk the walk. Sometimes you got to talk the talk, and we're talking about TikTok. So the segment called Talk the Talk, we're just going to discuss a TikTok or a video that we've seen this past week, show it to one another, and then kind of get each other's reactions on it.
Is it good one?
Actually, I will show you this one because this one freaked me out. Oh. Yeah, why do they have so many heads? It's one body.
It looks like a Hydra or something.
Yeah, dude, it's like one. You think that's real or fake?
I don't know. That looks very good to be fake.
That's what I'm saying. But if I found that, I would 100% would not be holding it with my hand like that. Absolutely not. That was terrifying. Hey, welcome back to the same episode of the Listen to Lamb Chop podcast. We had some technical difficulties. Power flickered, camera, everything went off. I thought it was actually about to, and I was screaming, technical difficulties!
I remember me and Austin went,
They got goggles.
What? What are you talking about?
What were you saying?
I don't forget it.
Something about Austin.
Forget
Did you
it.
say something about Austin?
Yeah, I did. You threw me off.
Checkmate. Propaganda 2. Here we. This is the test.
Nike Kings or
Your face, dude. Like propaganda 2. You went.
oh man, you need to sleep now.
Should I go ahead and tell? Well, I don't. I'll save that for the other podcast. Well, a little sneak peek if you want to know. I almost ruined an entire Boston butt.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it on the good one. But there's a little sneak peek for
You need a
you.
good one. What's wrong with this one?
This one, dude, I am so tired. We're wild. We got energy in. We got coffee, energy, water, tiredness. Got to wake up in a few hours for church.
Would you rather?
Would you rather be the only one drunk at a family reunion or be the only one sober?
The only one sober.
Really?
That'd be awesome.
I know, right? All the power.
Yeah.
All the power and all that, like,
But it would be
comedy going on
It would be
around.
a lot of babysitting if you choose
I
to
know.
be the responsible one and babysit.
You'd have to leave. You'd have to be like,
I would. I'd just sit there and laugh.
right? I'm going to sit here and laugh at these folks. Would you rather skydive or bungee jump?
Skydive.
Really?
Yeah, I don't trust those bungee cords, man.
I know, but at least
I
it
don't
might
trust
shoot you
them.
somewhere.
At least with skydiving, my first couple of times I'll be with somebody who knows what they're doing.
No, you don't care if they know what they're doing. You're just like, if I die, they're going down
somebody's
with me.
going with me.
I'm not dying alone. Not in this sky. Would you rather always wear clothes that are slightly too tight or slightly too big? For me, it's definitely slightly
Tight
too.
for me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like loose clothes.
I would way rather have a baggy clothes than a tiny little shirt. I'm talking about if you had to walk around in a tiny little gym, like a girl's gym top.
You said just a little bit tiny, not super tiny.
Okay, that's fair.
and I do that every day in my booty shorts at work.
Okay, that's fair. Most of my t-shirts are slightly baggy, but not like too baggy. Some of
You
them
can
fit
see my
tighter than
stomach
others.
in my shirt.
You can see my stomach in every shirt. So I looked down like it made a difference. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, it's always there. I recognize that. Would you rather punch a hornet's nest or a sleeping bear?
Oh.
Okay, there's a lot of stipulations to this.
Can you run as soon
Is
as
the sleeping bear and the hornet's nest, are they both like near your vehicle? Or you could do one of them and run inside your vehicle real quick?
I say a hornet's nest because I feel like if you punch a hornet's nest and
And
you
run?
just take off, you're good. A bear, he's going to catch up with you.
He's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
He's gonna eat you.
No,
boy.
he's gonna eat you.
Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about punch it hard enough to go through the hornet's nest, I don't
Hold
know.
on. The only way to compare that though,
You gotta punch all the way through the bear?
yeah, how hard's it gonna take? How if you're gonna punch through a hornet's nest,
Full punch.
how hard do you have to punch the bear?
Full swing on either one of them. I would probably go with the bear at that point.
Full swing, just knock him out. I
Yeah.
have one chance to knock him out while he's already sleeping. So best case scenario, I hit him hard enough, he stays asleep.
Oh, man.
Because that's the thing. You run up on a bear and they're asleep. Why? Like, why would you punch them? You know? There's no need to. You just sneak off and leave. Unless you were scared.
I don't
that he
think
was
you
gonna
can
hear
do
you,
that,
stalk
though,
you.
in real life.
I don't know. Of course not. Of course not.
What are we talking about?
It's just a would you rather. It's all hypothetical.
Okay.
It's all hypothetical, man.
No, of course not.
Of course not. This is, of course, you wouldn't be able to do that. But I was just thinking that brought up the thought to me about bears sleeping. Like, and I think we brought this up on a podcast before. But Were you also misled as a child to believe that...
Hibernation?
Yeah, they were just always asleep.
They were asleep the entire time.
I had no idea it was just a state where their metabolism slowed down and they just hunted and fed less frequently, basically. And then they slept a lot, but they weren't just always asleep.
Right.
It was like hunt less, burrow down, and sleep.
I mean, I guess technically we hibernate in the winter. Besides doing our jobs and stuff.
Yeah, technically. I mean, everyone's kind of cozied up.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all species technically hibernate a little bit. I don't think that's true, but maybe. I don't know. There's some sort of hibernation for all species.
Fun fact. All species hibernate.
Dude, we should find that out this episode. We have to now at some point. I don't know. But we're really facing each other now. It's like, I feel like we're supposed to debate.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Let's debate.
I'm too friendly.
The color blue is
blue.
The best color.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I thought you were going to say orange or something. Or
Nah, blue.
Green.
I always wear blue. Nah, we ain't doing no green.
Green?
Nah.
Green's my favorite color ever.
But you like that neon.
No, I don't like neon green. I just put neon green. Are you talking about because of my social media? Because of YouTube, I use neon and black a lot?
Always use... You've always used that bright neon green.
I like Kelly green the most. Do you know what that looks like?
You showed it to me before. But.
It's so imagine the Spotify logo, how green the Spotify logo is, or a Publix logo.
Bright.
It's bright green, but it's not like neon. Neon and green. Okay, even Google green. Just putting a lot of examples, but like Google Kelly green. That's got to be a color palette somewhere. Google green. Go green with Google. This is not an app. I just started saying Google a lot. Kelly Green. Let's check it out.
Kelly Blue Book.
That's Kelly Green.
Nah, I don't like that, man.
It's a bright green.
That's like the Irish green.
Yeah, I think that might be why. I mean, I'm Scots-Irish, but I love that kind of green. The color that's on the Panther is not just the color blue. It's got to be some sort of blue.
It's a lighter blue.
It's a little bit lighter blue, but I like that color palette, and I like neon green and black like that too. I like my greens and my blues. I like my reds just to represent Georgia, like the University of Georgia Bulldogs.
You know, I don't wear red, dude. I just don't wear red.
Ever?
Ever.
It's probably because you got so much of it on your face. Like your cheeks are always rosy.
I do.
Like, I don't know if that's... If your cheeks are just naturally blushed, that's not rosacea, right? Or is that what rosacea is?
I don't know. But, I mean, it's not, like, super bad. It's just...
Well, I mean, you have rosy red cheeks no matter if you're, like,
if it's
hot or
cold.
That's why it's really hard for me to, like, tell if you're ever hot or cold. It's like, I can't tell. Except for if you got sweat beads on your head, then I can tell if, like, you're hot.
Nah, I will sweat.
That's if we're outside.
Yeah. I sweat more than you do.
Dude, that freaks me out. There's one, I don't know, I think it's unhealthy. Something might be wrong with me, because I don't sweat as much as I used to, but, like, I do stuff, like, there's times where I'm so hot.
You retain water better.
I'm just like, man, I wish yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe my sodium levels are too high, and I'm keeping all this, or would that push the water out?
Nah, sodium
retains
water.
Sodium, water retention. So,
but now I eat a lot of sodium. I love sodium.
You know what? And I've taken it lighter on the salt. The throat bubbles.
That was you.
Classic throat bubbles. I've taken it lighter on the salt the past couple months. So maybe that's why. I don't know. It's very interesting though. Before you got halfway.
No.
The battery? I just put a new battery in that thing, bro.
Man, what's going on with your camera?
I don't know. It's getting old. Time for a new one. Just kidding. Time to call it quits. When all my equipment dies, it's time to just...
Oh, I think you're talking about the episode. You're talking about hanging the cape up.
Oh, you want to call the episode? How long are we? Did we already... Oh, you already started that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you.
I just feel like we haven't talked about anything interesting yet.
Really? I thought I was having a good episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I like these episodes where we have no clue what we're doing. We just go in and we just talk.
Yeah, but if we just ramble a lot, people aren't going to understand us. You know?
That's why they come and listen and get to know us.
I just want them to know that we are one. We are one. So Cody wanted me to call y'all the flock, but it sounded kind of like a cult.
Oh yeah, cultish.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, I only have like 310 subscribers, so maybe I'll just call y'all the 300. Leonidas, lamb chopping the 300. What's the verb tense of podcasting? Is it podcasting or podcasts? So I'm gonna podcast later. I'm gonna podcast, or is it I'm podcasting later?
Podcasted.
I think podcast and podcasting are probably the two main ones. Maybe. I don't know, man.
I'm gonna go do a podcast later.
Yeah, I'm gonna podcast tonight. I always
That sounds right.
when I always text you, I'm always like, "You want to pod? Let's pod." Podding.
Sounds intimate.
No, like two peas in a pod. We're just stuck here together.
We're like peas.
I can see you out of the corner of my eye, and you can see me out of the corner of your eye.
We're like peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots.
Yeah.
Peas and carrots. I'm definitely peas. I'm fat, juicy, round, sweeter. You're like,
You're sweet.
yeah.
I ain't sweet.
Yeah, carrots are sweet.
Sweet.
But you're also like, you just seem like you got carrot top.
I got carrot top.
I ain't got no top. they done took it off.
You know, I wish that they would start cutting the tops off of strawberries. Even though I know if they do, they will rot faster.
Yeah.
That's kind of random, but
No, we were on the point of produce. It's not too random, but I will say that I agree with you in some ways, and in other ways, I think it's cool to have the little green you can hold on to, and you get the optimum amount of bite into right before you get to that. Just got bite a mouthful of berry.
somebody was telling me.
Mm-hmm.
They were asking me if I have ever heard of cotton candy grapes.
Cotton candy grapes.
I never heard of them.
Really? Have you not? They're just really sweet. They don't taste like cotton candy at all, in my opinion.
That's
but
what I've heard.
They're just
but they
sweeter.
are sweeter, yeah.
And so they call them cotton candy grapes because it's like you might as well just have a bushel of these grapes than.
Well, I was told to
cotton
try
candy.
these when I had a chance.
I'm not sure. I guess they are in season right now, or maybe they have them all the time now because of hydroponics and stuff. I don't know. Do they have hydroponic grown vineyards? Vineyards has got to be like in the sun, right?
I mean, all the vineyards that I have ever seen, like
It's always in the
pictures
sun.
or whatever, it's always out. Like,
So you can't do.
you know, you're out in the
Dude,
sun.
that's a very
fields and
interesting question that I need to know the answer to right now.
stuff. You know, I had somebody try to convince me to turn
Hydroponic?
the land in Butt Cannon into a muscadine vineyard.
Oh, do it. Make some sweet muscadine wine and sell it with
And
some
then-
barbecue sauce.
And then in the off season, do like a wedding menu. Get a little pole barn put up there. Be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool. Can you grow wine grapes hydroponically? Grapes will grow in a hydroponic system provided they are well supported and get an adequate flow of nutrients. The container for growing grapes must be large enough to hold the mature plant and arranged so the weight of the plant and fruit won't tip it over. So apparently there are some DIY hydroponic grape stuff going on. So apparently you can, as long as it has the right amount of nutrients. I guess it doesn't have to be in the sun, which I mean, that's what most plants can be grown hydroponically. I just figured. I wanted to make sure because you're right, you always see vineyards. Also, but I mean, that's part of the beauty of the valley and like going to like Napa Valley and stuff like that. People want to go see the vineyards. It's going to
a
be
scenery
outside.
thing,
Yeah, it's going to be outside. So, but I mean, obviously to keep the supply up with the demand, they obviously have like some hydroponic wine systems out there.
This is different. But so have you seen the movie Mars with Matt Damon?
Yeah, where he gets trapped there.
Ain't that crazy? He can
How he starts farming.
growing potatoes on Mars, man.
Yeah, man,
That's
why
kinda
not?
cool.
Basically, just a dirt planet. Were you just like taken aback by the whole Pluto's not a planet anymore thing back when they said that years ago.
Yeah, but that was only just because it took me a long time to learn that it was a planet, and then now that I got it and they're taking that knowledge away from me, I would not stand for that.
Well, how did it take you that long?
I don't know. It didn't, but still.
I was like, what they do? They made us like do the little, what do they call it, solarium type thing?
I mean, I did all that learning.
What are those things called? It's not a solarium.
Planetarium?
Planetarium. Solarium is a little place attached to like a cafeteria where the sun comes in. Right? That's where it was for us at school.
Okay.
It was the sanitarium. Or am I saying that right? Or am I talking about an insane asylum? That's an asylum. A sanitarium. Is that where lizards live? A sanitarium?
Oh,
that's a terrarium.
No, that's spiders, man.
You don't put
an
aquarium. So you put lizards in an aquarium?
No, whatever the T word you said.
Terrarium.
That's spiders, right?
Isn't it for lizards too?
I don't know, man. When you go to the zoo,
what?
The snake section. What do you call that?
Animals are. That's the reptile section.
Yeah, but it's got that building's got a name. What is it?
The reptile caverns.
No,
the zoo name? I don't know, man.
I don't think that's
what animals are in
aquariums?
Terrarium. Aquarium. This habitat might include plants, fungi, lichens, or lichens. Oh, that's definitely lichens. Isopods.
Werewolf?
The lichens is spelled different. Lycanthropy. Such as pill bugs, beetles, spiders, earthworms, amphibians such as salamanders. Okay, so lizards, some lizards do. Reptiles such as turtles, crickets, and more. So a terrarium is for like insects and lizards, like small reptiles. I guess a snake habitat would technically be a terrarium. A snake tank.
I never liked going into that building at the zoo.
Yeah, dude, because what happens if they all happen to get out at the same time?
No.
Imagine.
No.
Imagine they all got out at the same time and people were running around, their snakes just slithering.
That's y'all's problem, because I ain't going in.
You know what's cool at the zoo? The little bird cage. The giant bird cage where like it's just opened up and there's trees and stuff and people can walk in and circle through. But there's just all these beautiful birds in there.
Oh, have you ever been to Callaway Gardens?
When I was little. I haven't been in like 15 years.
Okay.
It's been a long time.
Do you remember
the Christmas? When they do lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you never actually went and done like the stuff at Callaway Gardens?
I did a field trip. I've actually been twice. So once with my family to see the lights at Christmas, and then we actually took a field trip there one time too. So we did like walk through. I actually touched a snake there.
Oh no.
Or no, that was the zoo. But I have been. We did go to Callaway Gardens.
Do you remember the butterfly house? It's like a big greenhouse with all these beautiful flowers and butterflies everywhere. You just stand still and then we just sit there and land on you and stuff. It's awesome.
I know. How many kids do you think were killing butterflies?
I don't know, because every time I go, for the most part, the kids are pretty respectful.
Oh, I thought you were about to say every time I go, there's thousands of dead butterflies on the floor. They're just dying all the time.
But I have been disappointed the last few times I went to Callaway Gardens, because I remember as a kid they had like the butterfly house, right?
Yeah.
But then they had a greenhouse with all these beautiful plants and flowers, but it's been closed the last about 3 times I went.
I think it is time to wrap this one up, man. It's getting really late. I'm super duper tired. I say that we wrap this thing up and go to bed.
Okay.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for holding on, hanging out with us for another Chop Chat here at the Listen to Lamb Chop podcast. You guys are true warriors if you watched and listened through this entire episode, because we were tired. We were just talking and hanging out and just kind of no structure, trying to just kind of wing it and just go with the flow. So I hope you guys like this. I would really, really like y'all to comment and leave suggestions and let us know. Give us some feedback on this episode versus some of our other episodes. Let us know which episodes you like best so we know.
And why.
Yeah, and give us examples, because that'd be great. But aside from all the formalities, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listen. I just started. I'm trying to close it out. I just went right back into the intro. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this again. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. And as always on the Listen to Lamb Chop podcast, much love. Faith moves mountains. Peace.